What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to explain to you how I stay lean all year round. I'm going to tell you exactly what I do, how I go about my kind of daily activities to make sure I'm maintaining a low body fat percentage all year round. Now, before we get into that, I want to start with the reason why I'm making this video is to set some realistic expectations on people who are trying to get lean and also stay lean. It's one thing getting lean, right? But how do you manage to stay there? What kind of things do you need to be doing to kind of get there? And now I know for some of you guys it's going to seem like a lot, but I'll also explain other strategies you can use so that you're not doing as much activity as I am, but you're still able to maintain a low level of body fat percentage. So let's take it back right to the beginning from when I actually started to get into shape. So this is actually the end of year 7. So I was about 12, 13 years old. It's a funny story. I actually wanted to ask this girl out and she said she only dated boys with 6 packs. So I went back home and I started training. I started doing press ups, sit ups, how do you get a 6 pack? Reading the Muscle and Fitness magazines, etc. But I started doing sit-ups and press-ups pretty much every single day for a solid 2 years. By the time I was in year 10, I had ripped abs. Okay. Before that, I was just like a normal kid. I wasn't like super slim. I wasn't fat. I was just very normal, and I was quite active playing football and things like that. But it was the press-ups and the sit-ups that I was doing daily. I could really see the changes in my body, and I've done it like consistently for 2 years. So anyway, I started doing weights then at the age of 18 years old. I was about 18 to 19 when I started doing weights. I'm now 31. So that's 13 years of consistent weight training. So I've been training 4 to 5 times a week, every single week, pretty much since I was 18 years old. So it's been a very long time. And I've been doing, my main training is weight training. So it'll be like resistance training, chest, back, shoulders, legs, your general type of bro split, and I've basically done that for most of my life. So steps, I'm doing 20,000 steps a day, and that is like my average. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, but usually I'm hitting 20k steps a day, and that's because I've got my dogs that I walk in the morning for about an hour, in the evening for about an hour, and then during the day I'm training clients, so I'm on my feet quite a lot. Therefore, I get a lot of steps in every single day, and this is literally Monday through to Sunday. Sundays might dip to 15k, but during the week I will probably hit 25k, so even near 30k sometimes, because sometimes I go for a 5k run, one run a week, and I'm trying to play one game of football 7-a-side. I was playing quite regularly before, haven't been so recently, but generally I was doing like at least 1 hour of kind of football as well. I wasn't doing any other real cardio, it was just between my steps, some football, and now also some 5k runs. So that's what I've been doing in terms of training, and that's been very consistent for over like 13 years now. Now let's look at diet. What am I eating? So I'm eating around 3,000 calories a day. When I look at my Fitbit actually tells me I am burning between 4,000 and 5,000 calories a day, which isn't quite accurate because I know I eat around 3,000 calories a day and I'm able to maintain my weight around 80 kilos. And I've been the same weight for a little while now, so I know 3,000 calories is actually my maintenance calories. Right, I'm eating between 150 to 180 grams of protein per day. The way I actually start from a daily then is I wake up in the morning and at 6:30 I'll have a coffee with milk and a bit of sugar. Okay, so a coffee in the morning. Then I usually train some clients, walk the dogs, and around 10 a.m. I have my protein smoothie, which is around 650 calories, and it is also around 60 grams of protein. In that smoothie, I'm doing 2 scoops of whey protein, I'm doing milk, oats, banana, and frozen raspberries, and some creatine. So that is my morning, and I have that every morning, right? Monday through to Sunday, that is my breakfast. Then I'll train a few more clients, then I'll also train myself, and then around 2 p.m. I'll have my lunch. So for lunch, I usually go for 2 chicken breasts, with either some rice, some salad, or a bit of both. Really just depends. If my wife's made rice, I'll have rice. If it's not made, I will just cut up some salad. I have 2 chicken breast salad. I'll add some sauce to that, usually Nando sauce. And afterwards, I have a cup of tea, and I usually have half a chocolate bar. So you get the 12s, you get 2 sticks. I have one of those with a cup of tea after I've had my lunch. And then I carry on training some more clients. I do my online coaching or my check-ins, and then around 4 p.m. I'll take my dogs out for another walk, right? And then at 5 p.m. I usually have like a protein yogurt or a protein yogurt drink with some fruit, sometimes with a little bit of granola. And then by 7 p.m. I'll usually have my dinner between 7 and 8. And dinner is usually quite flexible. Okay, so my breakfast and my lunch are very similar every day. They do vary sometimes. Breakfast doesn't. Lunch can vary sometimes. Sometimes I might have leftovers from last night. But generally speaking, my dinner is what is going to change. So sometimes it's roti, sometimes it's pasta, sometimes it's chicken noodles. But generally speaking, it's always high protein. So fish and things like that. So dinner can be flexible. So breakfast and lunch is very similar every day. The snacks are very similar. And then I'll have my dinner. Then after dinner, I'll either have a cup of tea and the other stick of the chocolate, or I might even have like a Mars ice cream or Snickers ice cream. I always have that sweet tooth after dinner. But this is what I do pretty much daily. And then on the weekends, usually we'll have one takeaway. So this could be Nando's, KFC, it could be like kebab, whatever it is. I usually stick with one takeaway a week. And then alcohol as well. I do like to have a little bit of a drink on the weekends. So I might have a few drinks of alcohol too. But generally speaking, on the day I'm having a takeaway, I have my breakfast, my smoothie. Then I usually don't have any lunch or have very light lunch. And then I just have my takeaway on that day. But this is how I've been able to stay lean for a very long time. Now, for a lot of you guys, the activity is probably a bit much. Like, you know, training 4 to 5 times a week and pretty intense training as well, weight training, and doing those amount of steps as well is going to be unrealistic for a lot of you guys. But also my calories are quite high. So even though I'm doing a lot of activity, I'm eating a lot of food. So if you are doing less, let's just say you're doing 10,000 steps a day and you're training around 3 times a week, then your calorie intake, rather than being 3,000 a day, may need to be around 2,000 a day. And you can still maintain that. Because I'm obviously burning a lot of calories, therefore I can eat a lot of calories. But if you're burning less by doing less activity, then you just need to eat less to make sure you can maintain that. But yeah, this is how I stay lean all around, and this works for me. Everyone is different, and everyone starts at a different place. But I thought I'd just give you the breakdown of what I do and what it takes me to stay lean all year round. Hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.